Well, today we are going to solve one more interesting problem from Codechef, which is called the block game. Okay, let's begin this by reading the problem. Okay, the problem is all about there are citizens of Byteland regularly play a game. They have blocks, each denoting some integer from 0 to 9. These are arranged together in a random manner without seeing to form different numbers, keeping in mind that the first block is never a 0. Once they form a number, they read in the reverse order to check if the number and its reverse is the same. If both are same, then the player wins. We call such numbers called palindrome. I think you people know what is a palindrome, right? A palindrome is a number. If there is a number called n, even if we do that number in reverse, the number will be same. Palindromes like mom, dad, even if we reverse that particular thing, it will be same. So in the same way, there are numbers which are called palindrome. Ash happens to see this game and wants to simulate the game in the computer. As the first step, he wants to take an input from the user and check if the number is a palindrome and declare if the user wins or not. Okay, there is a person called Ash. He wants to write program for this particular thing called palindrome. Okay, coming to the input, the first line of the input contains t, the number of test cases. This is followed by t lines containing an integer n. Coming to the output, for each input, output wins if the number is a palindrome and loses if not in a new line. So if the given number is a palindrome, then we have to print the output as wins, and if the number is not a palindrome, then we have to print it as loses. Coming to the constraints, t ranges from 1 to 20 and n ranges from 1 to 20,000. Okay, here is an input. It's very important to understand the input. So in the first line, there is a number called 3, where 3 is nothing but the test case. So we are going to take 3 times the input. So here the inputs are 331, 666, 343. Yeah, if you observe, a palindrome is a number. Even if we reverse that particular number, the number will be same. So if you see the first input, it is 331. If you reverse this particular number, the output will be 133. Means it is not same as 331, right? So it is not a palindrome. Coming to the second number, here we have 666. So if we reverse this, the number will be same. There will be no change. So we can consider it as a palindrome. So if we consider the third input, 343, if we reverse this particular number, the number will be same. There will be no change. So even we can consider this as a palindrome. So if you observe the output, in the first line, we have 331 as input, right? So it is not a palindrome. So the output will be loses. In the second line, the second number is a palindrome, so the output will be wins, and the third one is also a palindrome, so the output will be wins. So in this way, it exactly works. But the thing is, here we have to understand how to write a logic for a particular palindrome. It is very important. So we will understand the logic behind the palindrome while writing the code. So coming to the coding part, in the first line, we will take test case as input. So test case equal to end of input. So after taking test case, for each and every test case line, for underscore in range of test case, we are going to take n as input, where it's nothing but number, n equal to end of input. Now we have to check whether this particular number is palindrome or not. So in order to check, we have to write the logic for palindrome. So let us take two variables here. One is reminder and the other one is reverse. Okay. The number reminder will store the remaining number. Remaining value of the particular number. You will understand the importance of reminder in the next minute. Okay. Coming to the reverse, this reverse will store the number that if we reverse that particular number, we have to store in some variable, right? So for that, I created a variable called reverse. So initially, these two values will be 0. So reminder equal to 0 and reverse is also 0. Now, what are we going to do? So here we have three variables, n, reminder and reverse, right? In the first attempt, the number value will be 331. Coming to the first input, if we take the first input, the number value will be 331, and initially remainder will be 0 and reverse will also be 0. I didn't mention here, but initially reverse will also be 0. So how can we get remainder? The logic behind getting remainder is mod operator, right? If we do n mod something, we will get the remainder. But here we are going to do n mod 10, and you will understand it clearly in the next minute why I am doing n mod 10. Okay? If we do n mod 10 means 331 mod 10, the output will be 1. Means we are getting the final last digit from the given number. So in order to get the last digit from the given number, we are doing n mod 10. Okay? After doing n mod 10, now we are going to add this to reverse. Okay? So reverse, the logic is reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus remainder. Means initially reverse will be 0, so 0 into 10 plus remainder value is 1, so the exact reverse value will be 1. So now we took the final value from the number. Now we have to remove this final value. For that we are using n floor division 10. So for that we are using n floor division 10. Because of that, now n value becomes 33, and now if we do 33 mod 10, we will get 3, and now we are going to add this to reverse, and this time the reverse value is 1, so 1 into 10 plus 3, which will be 30. I hope you are understanding what I am doing here. Okay, in the third attempt, n value becomes 3 because we are removing the last digit by doing n floor division 10, and now the n value is 3, and now if we do 3 mod 10, we will get 3 as output because we cannot share 3 chocolates to 10 people. So now remainder value is 3. If we add this remainder to reverse, this time reverse value is 30, and 30 into 10 plus 3 is 303. So if you observe, 331 is not equal to 303, means this is not a palindrome, so we are giving the output as loses. This is how exactly palindrome works. I hope you understood, and now let's write code, and I will also explain how this logic exactly works for palindrome as well after writing the code. Okay? So coming to the code, we have to store this n, not to lose this. So num equal to n. Okay, now while we have to do this until n greater than 0. So while n greater than 0, what we will do, first we will get the remainder equal to n mod 10. Now we will get reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus remainder, and now we need to remove the last digit of that particular number, right? So n equal to n floor division 10. The reason why I stored this n value in num, because if we do n floor division 10, now the n value is changing and we are losing the actual value of the number. So that's why I created a new variable called num, and I'm storing that n value in that variable. And now we are going to check whether both are equal or not. If num equal to reverse, then we are going to print wins, else print loses. Now let's understand this logic by giving input as a palindrome. So if you take for a palindrome, for example, if the number is 343, 343 is a palindrome, right? But if we apply this logic to this particular number, let's check whether it's working or not. Okay, initially n value will be 343 and remainder also will be 0 and reverse also will be 0. And now if we do n mod 10, we will get 3. Yeah, and now we are going to add this 3 to reverse. Yeah, we'll get the output as 3. So initially reverse value will be 3. And now we are going to remove this 3 from n. So for that we have to do n floor division 10, and we will get 34. And now we are going to get reminder from this to get the last digit. We are doing n more 10. We will get 4. Now we are going to add this to reverse. And now this time the reverse value is 3. So 3 into 10 will be 30 plus 4 will be 34. And now we have to remove this 4 from the n. So we'll get 3. And now we'll do 3 more 10. So we'll get the 3 as output. And now add this to reverse. So this time reverse value is 34. So 34 into 10 will be 340 plus 3 will be 343. So if you observe, the actual number and the number we got after reversing also same. So in this case, we are going to print wins. I hope you understood the logic. If you still have doubts, I'm here to clear them. You can ping me on Instagram, or you can mail me, or you can even comment if you still have any doubts, any queries regarding this particular code. Now if we check the output by giving custom input, let's check whether it is working or not. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste this here. My god, what's wrong with you? Okay, it's repeating again and again. I think I kept this inside while itself. That's why it's like that. Let's change this. I think now it will work. Yeah, it is working. If we submit this, yes, we got the correct answer, and we can even optimize this code a little bit. Like if we can write this whole logic inside print itself. It's working. If you submit this, yeah, it's working. So if you like the video, then hit that cute little like button, because that motivates me to make more interesting technical stuff for you. And if you're new to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you'll never miss an update from me. Thank you.